Good evening. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? Woo woo. Okay, it seems like so long, but it's only been 7 days. But hello. How are you doing? Tonight I'm going to do a new recipe. It's a little sweet. I don't really like a lot of sweet things, but this is more of a sweet, savory kind of dessert. You could eat it for breakfast, what have you. Hello, thank you for joining. My name is Chris Maxine, Delicious Lifestyles. Are you frenemies with your kitchen, with your own kitchen? Do you despise cooking? Or even if you like cooking, that's pretty awesome too. But I've come across a lot of people that just don't like cooking. So here's a tip. Start with something that you love to eat, right? And then go to the Google, beep, boop, 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 and certain recipes for that type of region or that certain item that you love, and then a lot of recipes are going to be popping up. Of course, you could come here too, because we here at Delicious Lifestyles, we like to make things easy for you guys, fun, accessible, and a little bit of wine. Okay, so tonight's drinking word, even if you're not consuming alcoholic beverages, go ahead and grab whatever you have around you, water, favorite tea, whatever, okay? And you can still play in the game and cheer. So tonight's drinking word is going to be peanut butter. Peanut butter. So cheers. I said it twice, so if you want, you take 2 drinks. Okay. Like I said before, my name is Chris Maxine. Welcome to the live hashtag Why Not Learn How to Cook cooking show. Every Wednesday we go live here on YouTube. It's like a bad word. I do that as well over there. Facebook. But every Wednesdays I'm here with you guys. YouTube. Peanut butter. Okay, so that being said, it's a little chilly where I'm at. So let's go ahead and get started. So is there anything that you guys, like, tell me the one thing that you guys just, why, or what you think of when you're like, oh, I have to cook tonight? Is it just because, like, you have really picky eaters, or you make, it seems to, like, totally mess up your kitchen? You run out of ideas, recipes, it's really hot. Go ahead and put those in the comments, beep, boop, boop, boop. And I have all kinds of plethora of tips to give you on how to conquer those. That being said, should we get started? I think so. Okay, so we are going to be making banana, I guess you can say it any way you want, banana peanut butter bites, okay? So I have 2 bananas, but I'm only going to use 1 banana. This will make 10. If you want more, obviously you double it, okay? You want your banana to be ripe, a little bit past ripe, okay? Not as much as if you're going to do banana bread. I mean, you can. It's all right. But, when we use bananas, the riper they are, the sweeter they are, okay? And then your favorite type of peanut butter. You could use almond butter as well. And of course, your glass of wine. You're going to be needing a bowl. If you're going to double the recipe, get a bigger bowl. A whisk. You can use I'd say Robocoup, but I'm not sure if you can use a KitchenAid tool to, like, whip everything together. I wouldn't really suggest a blender. That would just, like, pulverize it and then just give you a smoothie. But we're doing bites here, right? You need a tablespoon, or you can get a little scooper duper like this, parchment paper, sheet pan paper, sheet pan cookie sheet, flour, maybe like just about 4 tablespoons of flour, because it's just basically to stick this guy in the flour so your banana peanut butter stuff doesn't stick, okay? So it's basically just so it's less messy and frustrating, right? And pan spray, Greek yogurt. You could also use, for a sweetener, you could use your choice of honey. I would go ahead and warm that up a little bit. I would say if you're going to use Chef Mike, their microwave, I would say go ahead and do it maybe for like 15 seconds. It's just to kind of liquefy it. If you're going to do it in the oven, I mean, on the stovetop, I would say maybe do it like in a double boiler. It's a very sticky situation. You can use a fake sugar, of course, which is it's stronger. So you use about maybe 3 packets of the fake sugar, or if you're going to use real sugar, you could use probably about 2 tablespoons of the real sugar. You don't have to add sugar, and that's totally okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I said everything we needed, right? Okay, so woo! Alrighty, so peanut butter. Cheers to you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the likes and the subscriptions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys around. Get ready, because sometimes when I turn you guys around, the tripod goes, so you guys go like on this little ride. A free ride. Okay? So here we go. Okay, and I have to lower you guys a little bit because I'm not that tall. Alrighty? So I got my bowl. And the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and mash up my banana. Okay? So it's just one banana, which is really messy. I mean, I'm picking some really messy ingredients tonight. It's a banana, peanut butter, and you mash it. Only for like a 2 minutes. It depends on how like chunky you want your balls to be. I'm not going to have it like totally smooth. I want a little bit of the banana bite in there, but I don't want it, you know, like big giant chunks. So do you see how already the mix is getting, or the banana is getting more soft? So now would be a good time to go ahead and add your sweetener. You can even use agave syrup. So that was about 1.5 packets of my fake sugar. You see how it just kind of like broke down the enzymes in the banana right away as well. You don't want this like liquid, but do you see the consistency? Isn't that pretty awesome? All right. There we go. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and add the peanut butter because peanut butter is, of course, thick and sticky. And so this way we add the peanut butter and then we, oh my God, I said that like 3 times. Take 3 drinks or 1. It's okay. You know, whatever. But cheers to you. So this way the peanut butter incorporates into the banana and then I add the Greek yogurt. So with this peanut butter, it's kind of like all kind of like, not really clump, but adhere like really like kind of quick. And then the Greek yogurt is going to go ahead and make everything come together, all get along. You can, I wouldn't really say sour cream. I mean, you can use it, but Greek yogurt, it has acidophilus, and it has, you could even use a vanilla Greek yogurt, which is a little sweeter, has a little sweetness to it. Let's see. So that's about 1 tablespoon. I love peanut butter, so I'm going to add a little bit more. And we don't bake this at all, guys. It just goes in the freezer. And you can even eat one like right away. It's going to be a little bit messy, but once you stick it in the freezer, it's going to have a totally different consistency. Okay? It will take about 1.5, 2 hours, depending on how full your freezer is. If your freezer is so full, you're always wondering why your fridge and your freezer are always running. It's because you have too much stuff in there. You have to allow space. And don't cover up where, the motor in the freezer is. Basically is where like a fan or some holes are looking, right? Okay, so there we go. I have my peanut butter. Oh, that smells so delicious. You see how it's thickened up, right? Oh, look at that. Totally awesome, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and add my Greek yogurt. I do not have vanilla. I love vanilla. Real vanilla extract, but vanilla flavored yogurt, not really a big fan of. Even like almond milk, I don't really like the vanilla. Vanilla almond milk is pretty okay by itself, and usually when you have it in a smoothie or what have you. Then the other ingredients make it kind of sweet. So like I said before, I'm not a sweet person. Ask a couple people, they'll agree. No. Cheers to that. Peanut butter. I'm more of a savory dessert, like cheesecakes, creme brulee, frozen banana bites, peanut butter bites. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a regular spoon, big spoon that you have in your house. Like I said before, I'm making everything easy for you guys. You don't have to have a lot of fancy schmancy tools to enjoy cooking. Don't think that you have to go out and get all the stuff that Food Network has. That stuff is pretty awesome. Consider those as toys, right? I mean, some things you do need, like a cookie sheet pan. This makes it easier, stuff like that. But, let's just use the stuff that we already have in the house, right? Okay. I mean, once in a while, I'll take out a fancy schmancy tool, but... Okay, so this is 1 tablespoon, but it's mounted. So if you're to measure that, that's about 1.5 tablespoons. So... And let me see. So it's about 3 tablespoons. And a little bit more. To add. 1 banana is usually about 6 ounces. If you guys are writing down this recipe. If you want the recipe, just say, hey, give me the recipe in the comments. Or when you, sometimes Facebook. Okay. Allows comments even when this isn't live. Oh, you guys, this smells so good. Yummy. Now, even if you wanted, you could go ahead and take this mix and put it in a cup that's freezable. You can make it fancy and put it in a small wine cup, or let's see, I don't want to tell you guys. You can put it in a fancy martini cup, and put them in the freezer. Make sure you have plenty of space. Or you could even put them in, well, I guess I have to cover this. Have you seen a parfait cup? You feel there, you could top it with nuts and stuff. If you're going to put it in a cup. Now, if you're going to roll them, I would, here's some tips. If you want to roll it in chocolate, melt the chocolate chips, what have you, and you can cover them with nuts, I would go ahead and put them in the freezer for maybe about 20 minutes, okay? so they can like harden up a little bit. Then you take it out and you put it in the melted chocolate. You roll it in the melted chocolate, and then you can roll them in the nuts or coconut, what have you. Then put them back in the freezer. Okay? Oh, look at that. I'm so excited, you guys. You know I'm going to have to try this, before we freeze them. Because even if I put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes, it's going to be like cold, but then it'll have maybe really close to the same consistency that it is now. It's just going to be colder. Okay? And so you'd want it to be at least like an hour. But once you take them out of the freezer, what I would suggest is peanut butter. Peanut butter, cheers. Is take them out of the freezer. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened. It said, oh, YouTube has stopped. I'm like, video interrupted. I'm like, no. So, hey, I'm back. Beep, boop, boop. Consider that a commercial break. That was the fastest commercial ever. Do you know, I am kind of excited about the Super Bowl. The one thing I love about Super Bowl, cheers, peanut butter, by the way, is the commercials. Yes, I like watching the Super Bowl. Yay! Home run. I'm just kidding. Touchdown. The uniforms and the different physique of the guys. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so where I left off is, you're gonna, once you put them in the freezer, then you're gonna take them out and let them be at room temperature for at least 5 minutes before you bite into it. Otherwise, it's just like a really, really, really hard piece of, like, cheesecake or something. It's gonna be like an ice cream, pretty much like a little ice cream bowl. Okay, so what now I'm gonna do is, now you could add, I'm going to add some coffee mousse mix that I got a while back. And even if you wanted, you could add cocoa nibs, which are like fancy word for chocolate chips, but they're shaped like little tiny squares. Okay, so I'm going to add that's like 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, and I'm just going to use my spoon that had the yogurt. So this will be like, oh, it smells so good. Have a little bit of coffee taste to it. And that's why I didn't add so much sugar, because I know that my little coffee mousse mix had a little bit of not natural sugar, but organic sugar in it. But this would be the time to go ahead and add some cocoa nibs. You could add the coconut now, but it would be kind of like fancy if you were to roll it, in the chocolate, and then add coconut or nuts over it. Okay, so you see the consistency? It's like a really thick, kind of like not as thick as a, hello, is someone knocking? Housekeeping. Not as thick as a cookie dough, but pretty close to that, okay? So let's go ahead and scoot this over. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of flour. I hope this video just picked right back up. Or if it's 2 separate videos, that's fine. I'm going to get a little bit of flour. Remember, what I said before, this is to prevent, massive sticking. Now, even if you want, you could put this in ice cube trays, but then it would be a little bit hard to come out because, you're making ice. Water isn't very sticky. And, our peanut butter awesomeness mix, peanut butter, take a drink, is a little sticky. But I don't want you to really pan spray the ice tray, because that would just, I don't know. I guess you can, but I don't know. That would be a little weird. So, okay. So I got that. Now I have my cookie sheet pan. Hey, thanks for joining. Anyone that hates cooking or that sucks at cooking, don't give them a hard time. Don't feel bad. Just hey, just suggest, hey, there's this channel that they love to cook, love to give easy tips, have fun. So when we're at the restaurant, like our sheet line paper is straight and it comes like a straight box. So you don't have to do this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of, you see how like automatically is just curling up? I don't like that. So I'm just kind of folding it a little bit. Right? Just so it won't be like, just so it won't roll up. Now remember, I'm not cooking this, you guys. Now, I'm going to do a little pan spray, but I'm going to use my hands and just go like this. Okay? And just take off the excess. Not access. Peanut butter. I mean, you can use a paper towel, but my hand was right here. And if you, like I said before, you can use the ice trays, but then you'd have to use like a lot of pan spray. And then that'll just leave a really heavy film on your banana frozen bites. So this way, see, it's shiny, but look at all this other stuff I got. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my towel. So here comes the moment of truth. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I got my flour. I got my mix. And I think the first one or two of them are going to be like very sticky to the thing. Or maybe not. I don't know. Right? Oh my goodness, it came right out. That is so freaking awesome. So I would do about like maybe every 2 to 3. Yeah, that's already a little, I mean, it's not sticking crazily, but again, you could use a tablespoon. If you want, I can show you one with a tablespoon, right? But the neat thing about these is it's just like loose, hello, loosen, loosen. You can put this in like cupcake molds. Excuse me. But you know, a cupcake mold is about like that deep, and then these are like a little tiny. So you're gonna have all this paper over it. You could put it in like a candy mold. They have those silicone candy molds. Oh my goodness. I just thought of something. I need to make this again and get a silicone candy mold with different designs. Oh, sugar. Oh my goodness. I need to go to that store. What's it called? Michael's? Get some silicone candy molds. I don't have any candy molds. I really don't make candy. But this really isn't candy, but it's pretty awesome. Okay, so you see how it's like not the full scoop? Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't have enough. This rubber spatula you can get pretty much anywhere, even at Wally World. You can get anywhere you want. Okay. Oh man, I just got all this stuff right here. I'm gonna taste it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put my scoop right there, and then look at. You see how we only had like a half a scoop? Look at how magical this rubber scraper. Now you can get one like at, you know, the dollar store or something of that sort. You can get one at Wally World for a couple dollars. You don't have to spend like $20 on one. If you are going to cook with this though on high heat, I would try to recommend to get one that says, you know, cooking point up to like 400 or so. Right? And then look at, there's one. One last more dippy doop. I guess I didn't need that much flour. And even, see, even after scraping all of that, I get one more bowl. Peanut butter. Take a drink. I can't right now, so take a drink for me. Cheers. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to these Wednesday nights, you guys. I'm like, I can't wait. Right? There we go. Put this over here. So let's count because I was like, okay, this makes about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness! Okay. Now, like I did this before, I tasted that. Let's turn you around. Close up. I tasted like the little mix that was on my finger. And no, at the restaurant, I don't do that. Okay, so we're going to turn this way because you need to see me stick the stuff in the freezer, right? And sometimes if something takes really long, I already have something prepared that I could take out for you guys, like magic tea. But you go ahead and look at how pretty these are. Banana, yogurt, peanut butter bites. Or peanut butter banana yogurt bites. Or yogurt, peanut butter banana bites. Depending on whatever flavor you like the most, that's what you choose. Okay? And of course, in your freezer, make sure that there's a flat spot for those to freeze. And now, like I said before, if you're going to you could roll it in chocolate. You would roll it in chocolate. I would use a fork or what have you and melted chocolate. But you would have to let those freeze at least 40 minutes. So you can roll it. Otherwise, it'll probably just go you would just have to reform them again, guys. So let's see. I don't know. We'll check them in 10 minutes and see how it is. But usually it takes about 30 minutes for them to form into a banana bite. So now at this point, I guess if this was recorded, then I could stop recording and then rejoin. I'm going to be doing some more recorded videos and uploading a couple of those during the week as well. I just love the live videos. It just seems more like I'm right there with you guys, reading your soul. No. So, do you know what I could do? I should have. Today's crazy busy. We're packing, getting ready to pack and move. So maybe in a couple weeks you'll notice a different kitchen. And with everything else going on, I should have made a batch. But do you know what? This is real life. And that's why I love you guys. And I feel so comfortable just sharing tips, the easiest way to do things. And it's not all perfected. Food Network, they always have I love Food Network though. I do. I really do. Food Network, you're doing awesome. Okay. I do. Call me. Beep boop boop boop. They have people helping and cutting the stuff, and then they have people in the back making the recipe I found a secret. Come here. Peanut butter. And I get it. It's like real TV. It's like TV. A whole different platform. So then they have a couple different things in the back. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but don't hold this against me. Food Network. Cooking channel. Live news station. I would do it too, though. I would have a backup of something already made. So that's what they do. Just in case. Something goes wrong or it doesn't rise properly or, they need to have it. Right when they're making something, Food Network, they make something, they put it in, and then they take out the finished product, which is good. But we all, at our house, what do? We don't already have a finished product ready, right? I mean, this is real life. So that being said, should we test? I mean, it's only been 4 freaking minutes. I want to eat one, but it will be like eating it with a spoon. So it won't be like a frozen bite. So we'll wait a few more minutes, refill your drink, go tell your kids, or don't go, say, hey kids, get ready for bed. But that being said, also go ahead and put in where you're coming from. Where are you watching me from? What part of the world? What time is it? Where you're at? Oh, funny story. I don't know if you could tell. This side of my face is a little swollen. So I woke up this morning and my whole like jawline, the top and the bottom, it felt like, you know when you go to the dentist, the dentist, and they pull a tooth, or they work on you, or yeah, pretty much like your teeth all feel loose, and I felt like swollen, and I was like, what is going on? And I was making sure there wasn't, even though I haven't had popcorn, haven't had popcorn in a couple days. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, is there something stuck in my teeth? Yes, I brushed my teeth last night, but what is going on? But then there was pain too. And I'm like, what? And everything seemed like a little bit like shifting. I'm like, what is going on? It was very sensitive. It was more swollen than this. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, ugh. So, after I ate, I took some stuff to make some, swelling go down. And while I was doing that, I was like, oh, I know what it is. It was the last couple times I've seen the dentist, they're like, oh, well, you have a wisdom tooth coming in. But it's totally like under another like back tooth. And it's not even like poking out yet. They're like, do you want to remove it? And I was like, and they're like, does it hurt you? Does it annoy you? Does it bother you? And I was like, nope, nope, nope. And they're like, okay, well, we could do that now. We could do like a surgery, because it was like totally under the gum line. And usually like people, they have their wisdom teeth like boop, boop, shoot up. So I have a small mouth. I didn't say I'm quiet. I have a big mouth when it comes to talking sometimes, and I talk a lot and then talk very fast. But the actual size is small. So I guess the very last wisdom tooth that I had, like it was like still like underneath the gums, totally like underneath. And he's like, well, it's probably going to be like, I guess a good word for it is like uprooting in the next couple of years. And he goes, well, once it starts bothering you and, it becomes uncomfortable, then we'll go ahead. Because right now, like, they would have to, like it wasn't even, like, I mean, it was visible, but it was, like, way down there and underneath, like, pretty much another tooth, like, way in the gums. And I guess last night, it decided to go ahead and say, like, oh, well, let's move around and let's, like, let Krista know it's almost time. So that's what it was. And I was like, oh, well, is that why they're called wisdom teeth? Is because, what did I say exactly? How did I say it? Cheers. Because it would be wise of you to get them removed before they start growing in. Because I swear, it was like about like 5.5 hours that I'm like, oh my goodness, my jaw, all my teeth felt not like crazy loose, but like a little like they were shifting. And it was swollen, and I was like, I couldn't really eat, so I just drank coffee, and I had water, and I was like, I need to eat something, so I had some eggs, egg sandwich, and I was like, okay. And then it finally, like, kind of, like, went down, and now, but it still feels like a little, it still looks to me like a little swollen, like you see right there, and it still feels a little, I guess tender, the gum line, what have you, but anyway, should we taste our balls? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's just see like how they're forming. So it's been a what? 12 minutes? Okay. So I just touched them. And they're still pretty much just as like, not really even doughy, but just as soft. Sorry, you hear my tasting noises. So even if I were to pick it up right now, like I wouldn't be able to pick it up. But look at how pretty! And wait until they form. So an hour and a half at least. But do you know what? I don't need 10 frozen balls, do I? I'll do a recorded video of the final product and I'll do the tasting. Let's do this one. Look at you guys. Peanut butter, Greek yogurt. Peanut butter, take a drink. Peanut butter, I already forgot what I was saying. Peanut butter, Greek yogurt, banana. Mmm. Oh my goodness. It's totally good just by itself. I'm gonna eat this whole ball. Oh, so sorry. Never talk with your mouth open, especially on YouTube. That is good. Yummy. And that's not like, that is so good. Look at, they're already forming though. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Thank you so much for joining. Let's put this in together. I'll be posting a recorded video with the outcome of those frozen balls. So peanut butter, cheers. I'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boop, boop, boop. Right here, Delicious Lifestyles. Thank you. Bye.